Hey everybody, today's episode of Big Thinker Universe is going to be based on the theme Life is Better with AI. Now, I'm not here to convince you that AI is worth exploring. If you don't believe it is, I will respect that and I will actually question why you're here. My suspicion is that the people that are watching my videos, that are interacting with me, are aware that they need to know AI and they need to use it better, and maybe they don't know exactly how they can. So, in this little episode, I just want to share I am working on a project, and the goal of this project is to launch a side hustle in under 100 days. I'm going to use the I'm going to use the 100 day this book. It's the 100-day goal journal, and I'm actually going to start officially on Monday, which is October 28th. Now, I did a start a little while ago and I realized that I needed a couple of things in place first, so I stopped. But what I'm going to do starting on the 28th is 100 consecutive days of the goal journal. And what I'm going to do is document every step of the way as I take a side hustle based on one of the books I've written. And if you're just getting started, you can, um, we even walk through how to create the book and all of that wonderful stuff. But the idea is to take the side hustle and turn it into reality. Now, in my background, I am a recovering accountant, and I say that with sincerity. In my days as an accountant, I saw a ridiculous number. I did corporate and personal taxes, and I saw a ridiculous number of people who bought into multi level marketing schemes, and I use that word deliberately. Vast majority are meant to separate you and your money. And the problem I had with them was, you could buy levels, you could buy in and get, extra levels of discount. You could get to manager quickly. All you needed to do was spend $10,000 on inventory. Um, in my opinion, they prey on people who are desperate and struggling. Now, I suspect if you're a big thinker, you're not thinking, oh, how can I go and join a multi level marketing scheme? You're probably thinking, how can I grow my business? Well, my goal is to create something that someone could use to add revenue to their business rather than going and spending a bunch of money on something else. And if you're doing a side hustle, why not do a side hustle that benefits your core business rather than starting something from scratch? So, just to recap the 100 days life is better with AI, and I'll explain what I have on my screen here in a second. But basically, my core business is Catalyst Crew, and basically, that is a team of custom GPT models. Here's my crew. Sorry, it took a second to come up. And basically, this is my core crew. They help businesses with significant challenges in their business. Actually, that's not the file I was looking for. There it is. So this is Catalyst Crew, and basically the core crew is everybody up to Tony. So from Olivia to Tony. Basically, the goal of Catalyst Crew is to help businesses of any size optimize their marketing, sales, operations so that they are able to attract a steady stream of their dream clients, convert them from prospects to dream clients, and deliver wow so that they can earn referrals and introductions. And the combination of attract, convert, deliver leads to a business that can scale and grow. So this is not a commercial for Catalyst Crew. I'm just giving you context. The whole point of Catalyst Crew is to take a business and amplify the authentic intelligence of the human with artificial intelligence to create augmented intelligence. So, over the next 100 days, give or take, I want to demonstrate the power of having a crew of highly qualified, highly skilled artificial intelligence agents to help you. That's Catalyst Crew. Now, on the challenge side, what I'm doing is people say you need testimonials, you need to prove things. The proof is in the pudding. What I'm doing is using Catalyst Crew to take one of my old books, polish it up a little, and relaunch it. And basically, it's kind of fun. The goal of the relaunch is to demonstrate the power of Catalyst Crew and build revenue from my client attracting activities by monetizing my book. So the book is about the 12 steps I use when I write my own books. And the reality is, I am a ghostwriter, but I don't have time to help everybody write their books. So my thought is, I believe people should have a book. I believe that visionary entrepreneurs can benefit from having a book of their own. Why not put my money where my mouth is and help more people write their own books? So it's actually interesting because I'm cannibalizing my core business of ghostwriting to help other people because I firmly believe that a lot of people need to get their first book done, see the revenue from it, and then we can talk about whether we want to work together on a bigger book project. In the meantime, what I'm going to do is demonstrate life is better with AI. So that will be a recurring theme. And I haven't released it yet. But one of the things is yesterday I spent about 3 hours working on my side hustle. Now, just to be clear, the goal of the side hustle is 1 hour a day of my effort yields 60,000 a year in net new revenue. It's a small number, but I wanted to show that it's possible and attainable within 100 days. So over the next 100 days, I'm going to show you how I'm building out the business that supports my other business. And as I mentioned in a previous video, the goal of this, the reason I'm after 60,000 is I want to bootstrap my business and I need the 60,000 to hire team members to grow the business. So basically, I don't want to have to invest more of my money into the business until it's productive and yielding results. So what I'm going to do is use this side hustle to fund the growth of my regular business. Now, the reason I say life is better with AI, this is virtually unheard of. I work with people. A friend of mine, he's been updating his website for 2 years. Just think about that. That's 2 years of results not delivered. That's 2 years of proofing, editing, back and forth, etc. Yesterday, in about 2 hours, maybe three, by the time I put it all together, while I was recording and creating videos, I've got some behind the scenes footage I'll be sharing later. But basically, in the 3 hours, let's call it three, um, I created a 54-page document that starts with the core objectives in my business. I have a primary, secondary, tertiary objective. It outlines my 12 steps that I follow. I created a strategic plan that was designed specifically to meet my objectives. And then from there, I created an action plan that is the day to day, here's the stuff that needs to be done. I drafted my perfect prospect persona, which is my version of an ideal client profile. I created a customer journey map, a unique selling proposition, instant influence questions, and I also have an audience transformation roadmap. And then I created a core offering that is basically my offer that everything I'm doing supports. This is my side hustle offer, and through that I created a diagnostic to support the book, and I created a mini course. Now, I'm not going into detail on how I did this today. I just want you to see that this is a good, solid draft. And then once I had the mini course, then I was able to create the landing page and a LinkedIn post. So I'm going to show you the outline. Basically, what I did, and this is something I do with my clients, this is something I recommend. This is not my part of the core Catalyst crew. This is actually part of my growth Catalyst crew. But basically, one of the things we do is we look at the assumptions that we have. And the reality is, most businesses start with the assumption that the potential client knows they have the problem you solve with certainty. And therefore, we assume they're in the shopping for a solution phase. The problem is we're ignoring the fact that they might be clueless. They know they've got some sort of weird random pain in their business, but they don't know what it is. They have a weird random pain in their life. They don't know what it is. So the goal of the mini course is to help them understand if this is the right path for them. So in this case, the side hustle is entirely focused on becoming a published authority and using that authority to attract a steady stream of dream clients based on my 12-step blueprint for writing a book. Now, there's a lot to unpack in there, but the reality is not everyone knows that they can write a book. Not everyone knows whether they want to write a book or not. And not everyone who is ready or thinks they're ready to write a book is actually ready to write a book. So, my mini course is teaching them um, the process of understanding if writing a book is for them. So, module one, we're just laying out the overview. Here's what we're going to cover. Module two, are you ready? So, it's guiding them and helping them understand if writing a book is the right fit for them or not. Then we get into the audience of the book, the problem that we solve, and then so on. We go through the different modules, and this is a really simple course. It's meant to be done by email. It is a 10-day consecutive course, and each day they get an email giving them some resources and some actions they're going to take. And by the end of this, the value I've delivered to them is that they have a pretty solid idea of who they're writing the book to, what they're writing a book about, and most importantly, why they're writing the book in the first place. So we're giving them clarity. And if and only if they read this and they go, you know what, this is for me, I need help, then I invite them to join me and we work together. If it's not a fit, thank you. You can stop reading the emails at any point and you're not out anything. But at the end of the day, you'll still look at it and say, thanks, Jeff. You gave me clarity on, I thought a book was for me. Turns out it's not. So I share how much time it takes, how much effort, and basically the idea is to add value before we work together. And the best way I know to do that is to help them understand whether or not they want to go down this road. So the magic of this would have, and in the old days, used to take me weeks, if not months. Now I can do it in 3 hours or less.